what's up you guys, it's Annie. Welcome or welcome back to my channel where I help you to take the confusion out of growth on YouTube. And today's video shout out goes out to Armani Sloan. Thank you so much for being an active, very supportive member of my YouTube family. I really appreciate it. Now, one very popular question I get asked all the time by you guys are things relating to why does my video get views and then stop getting views? Why are my videos not getting a lot of views? Why does it feel like my videos stop growing? And a lot of people think that this is just because you're a smaller YouTuber and smaller YouTube channels just don't see that much growth. However, it has nothing to do with how many subscribers you have, nor how many views your typical average video gets. It is all analytical. YouTube knows exactly what it's doing when it makes some videos do really well and others do not so well. So rather than sit here and theorize and give you guys some random ideas or opinions of my own, I'm going to use direct quotes from YouTube and direct analytics from YouTube to explain to you guys why some videos get views while others don't and how you can change this for your own channels. So I've got my phone here with me because there's this super helpful new tool on YouTube, both on desktop and mobile, where YouTube tells you exactly why your video is getting views or why it's not getting views. So I took one screenshot from a video that did not so well and two screenshots from two other videos that did exceptionally well to be able to explain to you guys why that one did not so great while the other two did really well. So hopefully this can give you guys a little bit more guidance and information. I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so let's first look at the one that did not so well. So the very first explanation from YouTube is what's going on. People picked this video less often when it was offered to them in their recommendations. So if you did not know, the second you upload a video to YouTube, YouTube looks at your video to get the metadata, get an idea of what your video is actually about, and then it places your video on the recommended page of people who typically like to watch that content. Then what happens once it starts to actually recommend your video is that it looks at how these people actually interact with your video. When it's given to them, do they click onto it? Once they click onto it, how long do they watch it? Do they engage with your video? Or do they just sort of ignore your video and move on? So according to this description, what it says about what happened with this video of mine is that when YouTube recommended this video to people on their recommended pages, people picked this video a lot less often than my other videos and other videos on the recommended page. So one factor about getting views or getting less views on your video is what happens when YouTube actually recommends your video to people. Do they click onto it or do they ignore it? That is what directly decides whether or not YouTube is going to continue to push out your videos. So then the next thing it says is also, those who chose your video spent less time watching than usual, which is a direct quote about audience retention, which means how long did the average person watch your video. So what this is telling me is that not only did less people actually pick my video to watch it, but the ones that did pick it spent less time watching it, which means my video was not engaging them or capturing them and just wasn't a very good video to watch, which told YouTube to stop pushing it out because it's not doing that well. So then also under that gives you a very useful explanation about how the algorithm actually works. So it says our recommendation systems look at how often people choose to watch a video when it's recommended, how long they watch, along with other satisfaction signals to help match your video to the right audience. So to actually get YouTube to push out your video and get as many views as possible, it's telling you want to have a thumbnail and a title that make people click onto your video, as well as having actual content in your video that keeps people watching. Because when you're getting views and engagement and retention, that tells YouTube this is a good video to push out. Whereas if you have less retention, less clicks, and less engagement, that tells YouTube stop pushing it out because nobody's enjoying this video. And then if you go further down under here, it gives you more like specific analytics. So in the first 3 hours of this video being uploaded, it had fewer views than usual. So this video after 3 hours had about 1,700 views, whereas on average my videos usually get between 2,000 and 2,800 views in this time frame. Then it also goes further down into more detail about the click-through rate and the average view duration, which tells me altogether analytically this is why this video got less views, is because it interested less people and told the algorithm people don't want to watch this video and they're not enjoying it. So now if we jump over into the next video performance review from YouTube on a video that did much better on my channel, what it says at the top is great job, views are up 37% primarily due to lots of subscriber interest. Now this is very important because what this tells me is not only yay this video got lots of views, what's very important about this is that this video, more so than my other videos, got much more interest from my subscribers, people who are already subscribed to me, which basically sends off a bell in my head saying if I want more of my subscribers to watch my videos, I should make more videos about this topic. So if, for example, your channel is about vegan eating and you get this notification on a video that you made about what I eat in a day vegan style, that tells you right away this is a video you should be recreating or making more of if you want your subscribers to watch your videos. So then under that it says what's going on. This video seems to be really appealing to your subscribers because more of them chose to watch this video after seeing it in their subscriptions feed than usual. Knowing what your subscribers like to watch can help you build a more committed fan base, which is exactly what I've done. By making videos I know my audience wants to see, I'm making sure I'm putting out content that is going to get clicks in my subscribers sub box. And what happens from there is that if my subscribers who actually get my video before anybody else engage with the video and tell the algorithm they're loving this video, that is what's going to make YouTube actually push out the video further to more people. So yes, it's very important to get your videos on the recommended page and ranked in search and getting views and clicks and audience retention, but more important than anything is to satisfy your existing subscribers and make sure you're putting out content they're going to want to watch and engage with, but you're also satisfying your existing subscriber base. So then it goes down to further detail, higher views in the first hour. Usually I get between 970 and 1400 views in the first hour. However, this video got over 1500 views in the first hour, and it also got 43% more views from the sub box than I usually get. So that tells me exactly why this video did much better than the other video I showed you the analytics of before. So then if we go into the third of the three videos, this one says, wow, this video is taking off. Views are 40% higher than usual as people choose your video more often when we recommend it and they watch longer. So in this case, maybe this video didn't get as much engagement as the other one did from existing subscribers, but when YouTube began to recommend this video to people on the recommended page and suggested sections, it got a lot more clicks and a lot more retention than the first video I showed you. So what it says, what's going on? People chose to watch this video more often than usual when it was offered to them in their recommendations. Also, those who picked your video spent more time watching than usual. So not only were people actually clicking onto my video and watching it from the recommended page, but it got a really high audience retention, which tells YouTube ding ding ding, lots of audience satisfaction, which is their #1 goal of the algorithm. So then it says your topic, title, or thumbnail seem to be especially attractive and your video is holding viewers' interest. Keep up the great work. Now, this video was one of the very first videos I made once I changed up my thumbnail style, which was a really good indicator that this new thumbnail style was attracting a lot of views onto my videos, and this was something I should definitely be keeping up with. And ever since I've kept my new thumbnail style, I'm getting way more click-through rate than ever before. So if, for example, I were to get the opposite report saying this video is not getting a lot of clicks and got that consistently, that would probably tell me, well, your thumbnails are not getting a lot of clicks, your titles are not interesting people, and that is something you want to work on. So this is a very good indication that I should keep up with my titles and my thumbnails exactly as they are and keep making videos on this topic because it is 1, attracting people to the video, and 2, keeping them watching longer, which is also a really good indication that my new editing style is one a lot of people are enjoying. And then again, it goes down into further detail about you got higher views in the first hour and a higher click-through rate in the first hour, which was 13%, which is more than my usual 9 to 10%. So 10% is a very ideal click-through rate. The average creator on YouTube does usually get between 5 and 10% click-through rate. However, this video had a 13% click-through rate, which is much higher than usual and much higher than the average. So if I were to sit down and take in all the information I got from these different screenshots and these reports from YouTube, things I would mostly take away is to focus on the topic of my videos, make sure I'm making videos that my audience wants to see, make sure I'm keeping up with a consistent thumbnail style that actually gets clicks on the recommended page, and make sure I'm titling my videos in a way that makes people actually want to watch the video and see a value they're going to get out of my videos. Then also on the more internal side of my content, not only the GIF wrapping, if you will, about the video, not just the thumbnail and title, but also the actual content of the video. Since I have been switching up my editing style and changing more of what my videos actually look like on the inside of things, I've been getting a much higher audience retention than before, which directly tells me if I go back to my older editing style, that may not have as high a retention as I currently have, Whereas if I keep up with this new editing style, that is a pretty good indicator I'm gonna have a much better retention than I did before. So this is a new tool from YouTube I am absolutely in love with, because for the longest time your videos either got high views or low views, and YouTube didn't really tell you much about why this was happening. Whereas now on every single one of your videos, it tells you this video is performing as usual, this video is underperforming, this video is overperforming, and then goes into much further detail about why and how it's actually under or overperforming, which is a really good indicator and gives you really good information on how to either improve or keep going with your videos. So if this is not a tool you guys are looking at really paying attention to, I definitely think this is one you want to pay attention to, because it is so useful and has really helped me to send my click-through rate through the roof and send my audience retention through the roof, which are two things that are very vital to growth on YouTube. So if you personally feel like your videos are not getting a whole lot of views, you don't really understand why, then this is a very good tool for you to pay attention to get a better indication of that. So that, you guys, is it for today's video. I really hope this helped you guys. This has been a tool I've been loving lately, so hopefully you guys love it just as much, and I really hope this helped you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!